What's going on? What's going on? All right, man. I'm over here uh, coming in live on a Saturday. What's up, y'all? What's up, man? It's been a hectic week. I'm out here in Southern Cal and out here in Temecula, and it has we had all these fire warnings, all these a lot of people were being evacuated. And at Thursday night, man, we thought we was going to have to move out. We had the sheriffs around the corner saying that, everybody needed to evacuate the neighborhood. And, shit, that night my wife started looking for other houses. She's like, man, if this is going to burn down, we got to figure out where we're going to move to. Man, if you can hear me out there, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. If you're watching this later on, hit replay so I know that you seen it. But, people were like, shouting out saying that, hey, man, how you doing? I know it's bad out there, blah, blah, blah. And I appreciate all the love. But, I was never really concerned. Sometime your house has got to get burned down. Right? Sometimes it is good when you experience difficulty or turbulence or things that happen. I used to tell people, man, when you get fired from a job, sometimes that's the best thing that can happen to you. It doesn't feel like it during that moment when you're getting fired because you're thinking about how you're going to survive, what you need to pay for, your bills, and, you're thinking about things in the future, right? Like, oh, how I'm going to survive, which, everybody, has some thoughts. It's like same thing. We start, the fires all around us. We can see the smoke, ashes dropping, and, it triggers you to be like, all right, well, what's going to happen in the future? Right? Where do I need to move? Where would I want to go? If everything burned down, what am I going to take? And sometimes people need that experience, right? They need to be put in that situation so they can reevaluate things. It's happened with the business. Sometimes you got to take a step back and realign things. It happens in life. You have to analyze your job. It's actually a blessing to be able to burn something down. Right? It is a blessing to be able, if your house get burned down, most people, they think about the inconvenience. But then it's like, man, it gives you the freedom to go where you wanted to go. It gives you the freedom to live where you want to live. Sometimes when you get fired from a job or you get, you got to change your business or you got to change things in life, sometimes it's needed. So you can actually, live up to your potential, live up to where you're supposed to be going. And I used to tell people like, man, it's a blessing you got fired from that job because you had no intention on leaving. Right? You had no intention on leaving and you wasn't going to leave on your own will. So they had to fire you. Right? I mean, and the universe needed you to be fired so you can actually live to your potential. And sometimes we get so comfortable, right? We get so comfortable where we are in life that a fire or change, it is good, right? It is good, right? If I didn't catch COVID, I probably wouldn't have been working out. I probably would have stayed, and I probably wouldn't have changed my eating habits. I probably wouldn't change things about my physical health, right? In which, at the end of the day, that's going to keep me living longer. Maybe give me extra year, extra month, or maybe not. But it is a obstacle. And sometimes we need those obstacles. If your house didn't burn down or if you didn't get fired from that job, you may not make any changes. Sometimes with your health, if you don't get a health scare, you won't make any changes. Some people need that, right? A lot of people aren't going to do things just on their own, right? They need that push. So, when the economy gets bad right now, we're going through, going through a change in history. And for a lot of people that they're worried about it, they are concerned of what's going to happen. That is all. It's like, what are we going to do right now, right? So if things were to change, things were to get disturbed, how would you adjust? And so always think about making adjustments before I'm forced to, right? It's kind of like the reading the Art of War, Sun Tzu. During peacetime, you prepare for war, and during wartime, you prepare for peace. And it is the same way with the economy. It is the same way when life is going good. Not that you're worried about it, changing, but you know that, hey, I'm going to stay adjusting. For me, I stay creating, right? And sometimes, during that creation process, things need to be changed. And it's nothing, a lot of people, they associate change with being negative. And actually, change is actually growth, right? Whether you have to grow because of something negative or something positive, but it's all to the good, right? So embrace this economy, embrace, your life, embrace with age. People don't want to get old. It's like, shit, you've never been old before. Like, embrace it. It's not a bad thing, right? I mean, you get smarter, your senses, your body may not, move, but then maybe it does, right? Maybe it forces you to, cherish and be grateful for the activity, right? One of the things that I seen this morning, after they lifted the evacuation in an area, I seen hella people working out, right? Because for the last 3 or 4 days, the smoke and the ashes have been so bad, and I never seen a whole area pray for rain so bad. Right? Hey, when the fire is hitting, everybody here praying for rain, like, man, hope it rain, like, and that's something that, you take for granted. But yeah, it rained on Friday and it stopped all the fire. Oh, well, it didn't stop them. It made it be more containable, right? And people were praying for something that normally they don't pray for, right? Oh man, we need some rain bad. And now, everything is dirty and it's ashes, but now it's not smoke. It's just like mud everywhere now. So, you're going to have to get your feet in the mud sometime. Hey, what's up, Ty? Yeah, you're going to have to get your feet in the mud. And damn, I got my homie talking about look good. Yeah, bro, that's what happens when you get skinnier. You lose some weight. All right. Yeah, your skin clear up. You make some changes. Yeah, my skin got a lot better. It just, we live in a toxic world, y'all. And shit is toxic. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of toxic stuff. When you remove yourself from them toxic situations, and you remove yourself from toxic foods, we don't realize the amount of toxicity that we live in. A lot of the news is negative. A lot of the food is being pumped up with antibiotics. When you start paying attention and you just remove yourself out of the situation for a little bit, shit start, you start attracting and you start thinking better and thinking clearer, and a lot of things become easier. And so, the difficulties, we were talking about that, right? We were talking about that in the mastermind. We were talking about, like, you get older, it's not that you just, your body started breaking down, blah, blah, blah. It's that you've been doing the same shit for so long, or you've been eating the same foods and you haven't removed the toxicity out of your body, right? And there's sometimes we become deficient in minerals, right? There's minerals like iodine and copper and zinc and magnesium, like that all helps you and it sharpens your brain. But over a period of time, we start losing those minerals, which our brain becomes less sharp, right? And over time, we getting old, we start to forget shit. It's like, no, your body is missing some vital nutrients that you're overlooking, right? You didn't realize that a lot of the stuff that we were doing is impacting our livelihood, right? And it's not that you're not, oh man, I'm having sleep problems. Like, man, you stressed out and things that are causing you to stress and things that, foods you're eating is causing you not to get good sleep, right? One of the things we had on the Wednesday mindset call was like, man, sugar makes you stupid. So if you're a trader and you're using sugar and, and you're trying to get smarter, you're trying to stay up longer to think. And sugar, actually, scientifically, the more sugar you eat, the bigger impact it has on your brain, the harder it is to make decisions. It's like a chain reaction. And it's like these little things that if you're not in that environment, you don't realize it, right? You don't realize how, these little deficiencies start becoming bigger and bigger as you get older, right? And it causes you to, make decisions that maybe you wouldn't have made when you were sharper, right? Sometimes you don't realize the decline that you have, right? I didn't realize how fat I was getting. I know I gained some weight, but I didn't know how fat I was getting. And now as you get lighter, you got more people saying, oh, damn, you look good. I was like, damn, I must have been looking fucked up earlier. But nah, it's all compliments and it's all love. But this is sometimes you don't know how comfortable you get in life, and sometimes you need to be shaken up. Sometimes you need the economy. COVID was one of the best economic things that could happen to people. It woke them up, right? It was never a time and period, never a period of time in history that the world slowed up enough for other people to catch up, right? It kind of equaled the field, and now guys that are, that always had that work habit or wanted to build things, they're able to build because now they have other people that's listening, because now people are coming together a little bit more, saying that hey, we need people, we need to work together. So that's a benefit. And so on this Saturday, man, I'm just hopping on here, to say what's up. I haven't spent time on Facebook Live and just can't come in to check in, let everybody know that yeah, man, sometimes you need to burn some shit down so you can make some advancements, you can make some movements, you can get activity. Sometimes you need to go through a stressful situation. Sometimes you need to retool. Taking step backs, to take some giant step forwards. That's all good. Don't look at setbacks as letdowns. Look at them as like a rubber band. Sometimes you need to step back to get that momentum to go forward, and that's how life is, as business is, as relationships are. Step back so you can merge forward with more momentum, faster and better. And then anybody that wants that health thing, join the Move to Earn Challenge, man. It's actually a great environment. Anybody that's looking forward to the future and want to make money in the markets, the Mastermind is alive and well. My thing is to make it a more powerful tribe going in 2023 and make it more of more elastic. You stretch more, go further. We're gonna do some good things. Got some good partnerships. I got a whole bunch of different plans. I'm thinking sharper. The creativity is coming out. Things that I want to do, it's gonna get accomplished, and it should be fun, right? It should be fun. Life should be, a lot of activity. You should feel like you have a lot of energy. Everything that's happening, all the news, you can turn that shit off because it's not beneficial. The different rooms that we're gonna create, it's gonna be a privilege to sit at the table, and that's what progress and that's what growth is about. And I'm happy everybody that's along on the ride with me. Whether it's the trading journal, the trading journey, whether it's the health journey, whether it's the relationship in life, we just gonna live and keep doing it. I know what's up, Angie. What's up, Chuck? I see you, my man. My man. I see a couple of people I know. I don't want to call them out. Janice. Hey, on that note, peace out, y'all.